Welcome to the School of the Lost Tribes. Your charity helps generate the lessons needed to seal the chosen before the destruction. You think I'd replace my children with you? A father's rebuke to the pagan pretenders. I am the Lord. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, my sons. I gave them my laws. I gave them my name. And yes, I punished them, because they broke my covenant. I scattered them. I took away their land. I removed their glory. I hid their identity among the nations as slaves and exiles. But you Christian pretender, you heathen thief, you think I'll replace my sons with you? You think I'd cast away my own blood to reward the invader? You enslaved my children. Yes, I used you. I allowed you to rule. I raised you up to be my rod of anger. But you went too far. You tortured them. You made them eat out of troughs and hang from trees. You raped their women and laughed at their cries. Then you dared to preach to them, telling them they were cursed to serve you forever. You stole my son's image. You painted his skin white and renamed him. You crowned Cesare Borgia and called him Jesus. You held the Bible in one hand and the whip in the other. You built churches over their blood. You taught your children no judgment, only paradise in Christ. What a joke. But my children, even in chains, they called on me. They forgot who they were, but I did not. I heard their cries. I watched every lash. I saw every stolen name, every burned book, every lie you told them. And now that the truth is returning, now that my children are awakening from the dust, you panic, you scramble. You say, we are spiritual Jews. You say, the church replaced Israel. Liars. Did you never read? I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Matthew 15:24. My glory will I not give to another. Isaiah 42:8. And so all Israel shall be saved. Romans 11:26. The whole Bible is about my covenant with Israel, not with Rome, not with the Vatican, not with your colonizing seminaries or your prosperity lies. You endured nothing for me. You never suffered for my name. You never kept my Sabbaths. You sacrificed to devils in my house. You turned my son's message into a business. You mocked the afflicted and comforted the oppressor. And now you want their inheritance? You want their crown? You want Zion after you filled it with blood? I will not be mocked. The day of reckoning is near. Your kingdoms will fall. Your idols will burn. The same mouths that mocked my children will beg them for mercy, but my elect will reign. Those I scattered, I will regather. Those I afflicted, I will restore. They will sit with my Son on thrones of judgment, and you will bow before them. This is not a game. This is not religion. This is the vengeance of a father for his children. The world lied, the churches lied, but I will not lie. I am the Lord, I change not. Malachi 3:6. Jacob is mine, Israel is my firstborn. Exodus 4:22. And I will never replace them. You think I'd replace my children with you? The father's rebuke, using his own words. Exodus 4:22. Thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. God starts by declaring his ownership of Israel. He has no such relationship with any other nation. This sets the foundation. Israel equals God's child. Amos 3:2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. God confirms exclusivity. Only Israel was in covenant with him. Their punishment, captivity, loss of identity, proves that relationship, not breaks it. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. This is the prophetic mark of Israel's captivity, going into slavery on ships. No other people on earth match this curse like the scattered tribes today. Isaiah 42:8. I am the Lord. That is my name. And my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. God declares he will never share his glory. He will not give his son's image or his covenant to pagan nations or their idols. Matthew 15:24. I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The Messiah himself confirms his mission. Salvation's target audience equals the lost tribes of Israel, not Rome, not the church, not the colonizers. Romans 11:26. And so all Israel shall be saved. As it is written, there shall come out of Sion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. Paul echoes the prophets. Salvation is corporate and national for Israel. The deliverer comes to Zion, not to replace her. Jeremiah 31:33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. The new covenant is explicitly with the house of Israel and Judah, not with a mixed world. God will inscribe his law in his children's hearts. Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Israel's salvation is everlasting. It cannot be transferred, stolen, or replaced by another group. Isaiah 11:11-12. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. This is God's regathering of his scattered children. This has not happened yet in full. It's future, and it's exclusive. Malachi 3:6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. God's immutability equals Israel's security. He punished them, yes, but he did not destroy them. He will never revoke their inheritance. Remember these verses. Israel is my firstborn, Exodus 4:22. Only you have I known of all families of the earth, Amos 3:2. I sent you into captivity by ships, Deuteronomy 28:68. But my glory I will not give to another, Isaiah 42:8. I sent my son only to the lost sheep of Israel, Matthew 15:24. All Israel will be saved, Romans 11:26. The new covenant is with the house of Israel, Jeremiah 31:33. Israel will be saved forever, Isaiah 45:17. I will regather you from the four corners of the earth, Isaiah 11:11-12. I do not change, therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed, Malachi 3:6. You are calling for a stern prophetic warning, a direct rebuke to the liars, the deceived, and the heathens who falsely claim the inheritance of Israel while ignoring the suffering, the covenant, and the salvation promised only to Jacob's seed. Now I will construct a forceful essay in the style of a prophetic rebuke. It will incorporate the verses you've given as unreferenced prophetic declarations, rebuke false Christianity, and declare the true message of salvation for Israel only, all in the voice of Yahweh's judgment through the scriptures. Why do you teach lies? A stern rebuke to the heathen and a prophetic call to the scattered tribes of Israel. Why do you teach lies? Why do you claim inheritance when you were never promised anything? Why do you pretend to be us? To be a child of Jacob is to suffer. We do not need your pity. We do not need your crosses, your cathedrals, your Cesare Borgia portraits. We do not need your false Jesuses with blue eyes and golden hair. We do not need your theology. We need truth. You heathens, you Christians, you say you suffer? From what? From discomfort, from conviction. You claim tribulation while you rule. You speak of persecution while you build temples to your own images. You have never endured captivity. You have never wept by strange rivers. You have never had your names taken, your children sold, your language crushed. You have never borne the yoke of Jacob. Let me make this clear. I am Yahweh. That is my name. My glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. I repeat, my glory will I not give to another. So why do you keep trying to steal it? Why do you whitewash the Messiah with the face of Rome? Why do you comfort yourselves with lies of being saved? You need no salvation, because you were never in covenant. You need no redeemer, because you were never redeemed. You never knew the burden of the law. You never bore the curses of disobedience. You never walked in exile with Yahweh's word hidden in your bones. But Israel will be saved by Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. They will not be put to shame or humiliated to ages everlasting. All Israel shall be saved, as it is written. There shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and he shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. This is not for all men. This is not for every nation. This is the covenant Yahweh made with his people. My spirit will not depart from you, O Jacob, nor from your children, nor from your children's children, forever. To those in Jacob who turn from transgression, the Redeemer comes, not to the world, not to the Roman Church, to Zion. You who are grafted in, do not boast against the root. You who are strangers, do not claim to be sons. The promises are not yours. The covenant does not include you. Only when the altar stones are crushed, when every idol is broken, when every Asherah pole is shattered, then Jacob's guilt will be atoned for. This is the covenant Yahweh declared. I will put my law in their minds. I will inscribe it on their hearts. I will be their power, and they shall be my people. They will no longer teach each other, saying, Know Yahweh, for they will all know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will forgive their iniquity, and remember their sins no more. Not you, O Gentile, not you, O heathen preacher, not you, O liar who turned the suffering of Jacob into a marketing tool. To the house of David and to the people of Jerusalem, Yahweh will pour out a spirit of grace and of prayer. They will look on him whom they pierced, and they will mourn, as one mourns for an only child. We, the seed of Jacob, have waited. We have bled. We have fallen under judgment. But we will be restored. Yahweh has not forgotten his people. On that day he will stretch out his hand a second time to recover the remnant of his people, from Assyria, from Egypt, from Cush, from the islands of the sea. He will raise a banner for the nations, and gather the exiles of Israel, the scattered of Judah, from the four corners of the earth. The law will go forth from Zion, not from Rome, not from Washington, not from your seminaries, from Zion. The word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. Nations will stream to it, to the mountain of Yahweh. They will come and say, Let us go up to the house of the power of Jacob. He will teach us his ways, so we may walk in his paths. But he will judge between the nations. He will rebuke many peoples. He will tear down the pride of the Gentiles, and exalt only the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Arise, O Israel. Shine, for your light has come. The glory of Yahweh rises upon you. Darkness covers the earth, gross darkness the people. But Yahweh will rise upon you, and his glory will be seen on you. And kings will come to the brightness of your rising. Yeshua was sent not just to die, but to raise up the tribes of Jacob, to restore the protected ones of Israel. Yes, he will also be a light to the nations, but the salvation begins with us. The covenant is with us. The discipline was ours, and the glory will be ours. This is our power. We have waited for him, and he has saved us. Let us rejoice and be glad in his salvation. The redeemed of Yahweh will return, and enter Zion with singing, crowned with everlasting joy. Gladness and joy will overtake them, and sorrow and sighing will flee. Comfort, comfort my people, says your power. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem. Proclaim to her that her forced labor is complete. Her iniquity is pardoned. She has received double for all her sins. Prepare the way of Yahweh. Make a straight path in the wilderness. Raise every valley, lower every mountain. For the glory of Yahweh will be revealed, and all flesh will see it together. But only Zion will understand. Only Jerusalem will rejoice. Only the scattered tribes will be gathered. How beautiful are the feet of those who bring this news to Zion. Your power reigns. Lift up your voices, you watchmen. Shout for joy, for Yahweh returns to Zion. He has redeemed Jerusalem. We all like sheep have gone astray, each to his own way. But Yahweh has laid upon him the iniquity of us all. U.S., not you. Jacob, not Rome. Israel, not the world. All your sons will be taught by Yahweh, and great will be your prosperity. Not because of merit, but because of mercy. Not because of pride, but because of covenant. He has not forgotten. He will not fail. He has declared the end from the beginning, and the end belongs to Israel.